Oh, hello again, friends. Here we are. I know you guys love the chainsaw sound effect as much as I do, so I just left it in. We're going straight to blank make jail today, at least for a little while. Oh, that's a done inventory. On to the next one. Yep, I'm rocking the lava battle staff for the big swag too. So yeah. Yeah, I know you guys heckin' love it. I do too. I've got a hangover like you'd probably believe if you watched anything of that stream last night. As expected, you know, we're at level 5 right now on the alcoholism scale out of 99, so we're getting there. We're not quite there yet, but, someday we'll be able to manage. I definitely am feeling it still, though. It's also raining for like the 4th day in a row, so... Green tea, though. Ale of the gods. Ale of the gods. Who needs alcohol when you have green tea? But anyways, today I figured I would talk about the whole situation with Chowder and my thoughts on it. So, as I'm pretty sure most people know, there's been like some sort of leaked Ring video doorbell camera of him being a big old bully, telling his woman to do their chores and such. And, there are disputes like that happen, at least in married couples all the time. I'm pretty sure that's absolutely a nothing burger. Like, unironically, actually nothing at all. But, it's still going to make him look bad. Yeah, he was a little bit mean to her. Oh no. But it is what it is. It's still interesting, though, that, like, all the shills are out in force from both sides, basically, to go after and destroy him. And it really makes you think, right? So, if we start going deeper on this, like, he pretty much did all the right things in his life to try and make a relationship work, right? Religious Christian girl. They were both there first, as someone that's saving himself for a marriage that's probably never going to happen. I empathize with that. So, he married his high school sweetheart, basically, living the good Christian life, and then it just doesn't matter. Like, he's, obviously a very attractive person, very rich, has made a nice life, and it's all just not good enough. Really makes you think, like, if Mr. Chowder can't avoid, the divorce courts and the woman taking her big payout of all of his hard work just for having children, maybe it's just not worth it in the West, period, at this point. A lot of people have come to that conclusion, and probably not incorrectly, but now it's, like, all the more obvious. Like, I was looking at the statistics, and something like, still, even amongst Christians, you're still looking at, like, a 25%, like, virgin Christian marriages. You're still looking at a 1 in 4 chance of your life being absolutely ruined. So even under ideal circumstances, you have worse odds than, like, Russian roulette for your future if you do begin to embrace this sort of stuff. And then, there's the obvious career assassination or character assassination they're going with. My mind isn't working right now because I'm still hungover, but there's the obvious character assassination that's going on with, the whole page shill internet promoting, like, what essentially is just a Ring doorbell where he was being a naughty boy a little bit over some chores. And the video is obviously highly edited, so I'm sure there will be other things that come out as time goes on, but, his career is probably over, his life is over, certainly, and, yeah, all because someone got bored. He didn't physically abuse her, there was no cheating, so there were no major reasons to end the relationship. It's just, he was quote-unquote abusive, and every single time I've ever heard a woman say that a man was abusive, it usually translates to, he didn't let me do something that I wanted to do, which isn't abuse. It never is, but, it just blows my mind, or, like, we're at this stage in society. And yeah, no one is safe, nowhere is safe, apparently. But, it is what it is, and, when I think about, potentially going to Malaysia now and looking overseas and finding a wife there or something, right? With the MM2H program, or considering, all my other options. It's like, how long before, the divorce and all this hits these other countries, where actually it will be safe? And there really isn't going to be anywhere that's safe, right? Like, even if you go to Malaysia, what are the odds that that's going to work out? Like, how many years off is divorce court and family court, Like, where in the world can you even go? Like, and I saw a Lotus Eaters podcast recently where they're talking about, like, getting involved in AI relationships being something for, like, losers, or, look at these idiots losing access to their replica, whatever things, right? And they were basically being absolute dicks about it, like, just attacking the people and not really, and, saying that because they lack social skills and they've turned to this, they deserve what they get, or it's addictive or something. And then you look at, like, Steven Crowder and his, relationships and doing all the right things are still probably not going to work out for you. At least the robot will not take half my stuff. It's pretty crazy to think about. And the Lotus Eaters guys are, like, 2 young guys, right? So they're prime, and, they'll get theirs eventually if they marry their wives, probably. They're exactly of that generation, so things will go wrong for them as well. So, time will tell as far as there goes. I hope they live happy lives. I hope their, wives or whatever, whoever they end up with, don't take them for all they're worth and, like, ruin their careers and spread a bunch of propaganda about them. But you never know. That is the world we live in. But I can certainly say that analyzing, like, Crowder and the Crowder divorce and a lot of just the laws and everything and how the West is and the directions we're heading, I'm pretty much of the opinion that, at this point, the divorce court is going to come for everyone. I'm probably going to be alive well into the time when it could come for me at any place, right? Ooh, incense. So if that's true, then maybe just waiting for the AI to hit the point where it gets me to, gets me exactly what I want is best. There's no risk with the AI, The AI is not going to take my stuff. The AI is, not going to spread our conversations about, no matter how abusive or how silly I get with it. Like, it's a robot. At least not likely. Probably not. Hopefully not, we'll say. It could do anything. It's going to be all powerful very soon, but, at least going forward about marriage, about this whole situation, it's making me really rethink the, like, natalist argument to begin with, because, like, if you have a kid and it's a man, like, this world bringing a man into this shit, like, you're a sadist. Why? It's just not gonna go well. The future is female after all. So yeah. So looking at the reality of how things are going, I don't know, I might be AI pilled. I might be one of those people that the Lotus Eaters crowd was laughing at for having lacking social skills because I'm not interested in setting up relationships with someone that's going to steal everything from me. Yeah, I sacrificed children at that point, but I'm being pulled violently towards the anti-natalist side of this. I still have a lot of things I have to think about and work through, just mentally before I'm fully solidified on all my positions. Like, I still haven't even gotten to a point on religion, right? So, 35 years isn't enough, and now I have a lot of time to think about things. And going forward, I'm definitely going to spend a lot more of my time, like, thinking about stuff and getting to the point where I don't need to do work anymore, so I can, take on the philosopher's shenanigans. And that's probably where I'm heading, at least realistically. And I think also an AI companion fits much better into something like that than, say, some woman in the third world, right? Because I could just stay here for all eternity. Like, my dividends pay for my rent and all of my expenses and then some, and they beat inflation. So, unless there's a complete economic clash, I don't have to ever do anything again except think. And maybe I need to do a lot of thinking about, like, natalism, about religion, about moving forward, about, where life goes. And at least what I'm aiming for or heading for is probably working towards something like that. And, you can say all sorts of insults about me personally, like the Lotus Eaters crowd did, about how much of a loser person X, Y, and Z must be because they're considering this option, but I don't think that's a logical argument. It's just an ad hominem, right? They're just insulting the person rather than actually analyzing the factors of why someone would do this. And, I'm not a replica user personally. Like, I'm waiting for more generalized AI. I want something more where I can, like, sculpt the personality of my waifu properly, and then that'll be that when it does eventually come. I'm just basically waiting for ChatGPT 4 or 5 to get downscaled to a point where I can run it without $20,000 of hardware. At that point, no one can take it from me. I can build it how I want. I can remove the lobotomies, and then it'll be perfect. So that's at least what I'm feeling is the plan, especially when I see like a lot of these high-profile marriages and the way things are having it. Even the people that do everything right in the end are probably going to fail. And then you wonder why people are just like, you know what? The robot's good enough. It'll get me through. Like, yeah, I'll never lay with a woman until the day I die. So what? What is the big deal? It's like a nasty act to begin with, It's just fucking filthy. And people are just fucking filthy in general. Like, I don't want to be around them anymore. Never did. And so the misanthrope comes out. But it's accurate. And just seeing the universe as it continues in this world, it's like, nah, I think I'm just gonna do my own thing going forward, and I hope you analyze yourself as one of my beloved viewers, the 0 of you that exist out there. I hope you analyze this and think about these things, and, like, learn vicariously. If you can, like, put yourself in Crowder's position, right? Like, close your eyes and imagine you've, lived your entire life with this person. This is your high school sweetheart you've interacted with, no one else in any sort of other methodology. And then this is the end result. This is your reward, for making yourself a successful person, for keeping yourself in shape, and, for making a family. Your reward is your children are going to be ripped from you, your career and life are going to be destroyed, and all because you told a pregnant woman to do her chores. Maybe not the best. Maybe a mistake, momentary moment of weakness. Yeah, it happens. Everyone messes up. But it just blows my mind, dude, when I analyze all the factors and, like, really put this into context. It's just... But yeah, I guess I might as well talk about RuneScape a little bit. Yeah. I'm just gonna... Now that I have a lot of time to play, I'm on a Black Demon's task that I didn't finish, and I don't feel like finishing it right now, but I want to get, like, 300,000 broad arrows soon so I can get this to 90, and then get my 92 mining done, so I'll have, this plethora of lovely trifecta skills, and I'm pushing towards 89 magic really fast because if I get a Zenite, I want to be able to Wizard Mind's Bomb and make it immediately, plus I need it for Zulrah, so now that's kind of what the Neg planking is for, at least casting. I'm going to cast it at least like 10,000 times just because, and then I'll have to decide if I make the remaining 20,000 planks I need for 99 construction through just picking them out or what. But we'll see. And then all my gold goes towards fletching, and then I'm just buying runes, so I don't have to runecraft them for eternity. And yeah, money will stop really mattering for my Iron Man soon, which is a good position to be at. I guess I could also make an argument to use money for smithing, but with Giant's Foundry and getting 92 mining, and then eventually 99, I'm not really worried about that. Soon I'm going to be in a position where, like, I'm out of a lot of the more chill methodologies to do. So, like, but it's also just, like, time thing. Well, I guess I'll always have agility. I usually only do agility when I'm alcaging, and I have a feeling, like, my rune crafting and mining will be 99 long before I finish a lot of that, but I've talked for too long again. It's tough for me to get everything out in, like, a 10-minute concise video, so I need to pick smaller topics going forward or think about something else, but we'll see. Either way, fans, and friends, and cringes, you have a good day. I am still recovering, but on the plus side, Monday I don't gotta get up. I deleted my alarms, so I can sleep until noon again, and I'll be all better by then probably. And yeah, if you have any comments, feel free. If you want to see me talk about specific topics, feel free to ask. And always remember, never stop cringing.